Okay. Here we go. Here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We do that. Okay. Oh, I can't quite see everything. Hang on. Shannon does way more than I thought she did. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to pull up the chat window. Oh, it has logged me out. But don't worry. Oh, good. Hey, can you find all the crosswalks? Check here. There we go. Chat window's open. It's all happening. I think I've done that. Yeah, that's okay. Good. Excellent. Wait, see, hey, there we go. Why did my FB load this so late? No, it didn't. It loaded me late because Shannon's fine, by the way. Shannon's absolutely fine, but she had to bolt quickly. So she's not teaching the children. She no longer believes the children are our future. She does believe that you should treat them well, but not so much lead the way. That seems like a bad idea. Tia says, I think it shows that Shannon needs a raise. I agree. Don't tell her that, though. Hey, thanks for joining us. We're going to try the video chat thing in a minute, just to keep things going. But you're just about to watch the morning show thing. You have just enough time to smear your bagel, butter your toast. Oh, I can see this one person. That's great. Hang on, I'm just going to mute Eric. So there we go. Or you can pop your tart or jelly your Timbits. You have like 47 seconds. You go pee as well. Do that.
That's your family. You're making them all work.
My brain has stopped working out here. It's so cold.
What are you talking about?
Let's keep going. Get off my boat.
I genuinely believe you could get John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi.
There you go. I gotta get the logo up. Hang on. I'm doing Shannon's job as well this morning, and I'm gonna try to bring in Eric as well. Hang on. A lot of buttons to press. Split screen. There's Eric. There's Eric and me. There we go. Hang on, I gotta turn his microphone on. Hang on. This is very exciting. There you go. Can you hear me okay, Eric?
Perfect.
Perfect. Excellent. Can everyone out there hear Eric? I'll wait for the chat to come through. But first of all, Eric, of course, you're an intelligence analyst, and I think you'll be very sorely disappointed just by being here. There's nothing to analyze here, man. There's nothing to analyze.
Good. I'm tired, so that's excellent.
So the lovely Shannon, my bride, is off today. She had to take off right before the show. So I thank you, Eric, for stepping in. I really appreciate it. So you're going to be my
So when Canada calls, I answer.
Well, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Even though you're down in the great US of A, you heard the need from Canada for someone of your status and stature and physique, and you stepped up.
And we owe you for your patience. So
oh, well, thank you.
You
mean you're
looks
welcome.
around broadly. Yeah, no, we owe you. come on now.
All right. Oh, hang on a second. I got to just do this. Don't leave. Oh, we lost them already. Hang on. There we go. Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. Waiting for that thing to light up. Maybe it's only using my audio from my headphones now. That's great. That's fine. We'll put both of them back in there. There. Can you guys hear me better now? I've got this microphone, but apparently I can't choose my audio source. That's okay. All right, so I'm gonna bring. There he is again. He's back again. Fantastic. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay, even though it's not coming through this nice microphone anymore. It's coming through my AirPods, but that's fine. So Eric, you can just kind of sit there and relax for a second while I run through the protocol that I have to run through every Friday, if that's okay. Is that all right with you?
Sure.
Excellent.
Do you have a link
Fantastic.
you want me to push out?
Sure. Yeah, I'll tell you what that link is. If you go to, hang on a second. I just had to figure out. It goes out to both the old Periscope link, and it also goes out to Twitter. So I'm just going to figure out which one's which to make sure I can see the comments. So it's not that one. All right, so we're going to delete that one. And right at the top of my profile, you'll see the link to the live stream right there. Okay, so hey, you're watching the morning show thing. My name's Brittlestar, and this is where you say my name's Eric.
Alrighty.
So say my name's Eric.
Oh, my name's Eric, and we are live.
But of course, these aren't our real names. These are our remote guest host. This has all gone to hell names. Come take a look around the big country kitchen. Yes, those are real fieldstone, flagstone walls you can see over there, and the windowsills are 3.5 to 4 feet deep in places. So if you brought some emotional support tchotchkes or precious moments, feel free to set them up in a tableau de vie. Whatever you find soothing is fine by me. Just remember to take the precious moments home at the end of the show because they're creepy AF. There's over 250 beanbag chairs over there by the huge walk-in fireplace. A number of those bags are bought from Beanbags R Us in the States before they went out of business. We got a bunch in beanbagsrus.ca, saved on the GST because they're like, you want how many? And I was like, I know. Stick them in the back of the Flex. And he gave me a great deal. And then the rest I made myself by using scraps I found lying around the big country kitchen and stuffed with the unclaimed contents of the 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 lost and found boxes. If you do get a homemade beanbag chair, know this. One, the ones with mittens and old masks and scarves, they're quite comfy. The ones that are stuffed with flip phones and pagers, not so much. Also, secondly, if you do put your hands in the seams of the homemade beanbag chairs, it's sticky. So just so you're aware of that. There is a big chair back there for two who like to curl up and or get it on. And then there's 6 rocking chairs over there for those who like to rock. Now, Eric, do you know what that reference is at all? Do you know what the rocking chairs and big chair for two who like to curl up and get it on is from at all?
I don't. I mean, I understand getting it on. I understand rocking chairs and beanbag chairs. Yeah. I mean, I can put that together. But if there's a specific,
you've got the elements. You understand the elements of it. However, perhaps the context. So the context is from a show called The Friendly Giant, which was a popular show here in Canada for children and stoned adults. And it's no longer on the air, but it was a lovely thing. We've made it kind of awful. So just letting you know what's going on. So what we're going to do now, Eric, is we're going to do roll call. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to see if I can send you this list because I'm going to get you to do replay roll call. What happens, Eric, is that we do roll call. Do you get a show called Romper Room down there in the States? I can't remember if Romper Room was in the States. I think it was. I think we talked
back
about it before.
Back in the day, I believe so.
Okay. And she used to say romper, stomper, bomper, boo, whatever, blah, 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 mirror, I can see you. This is what roll call is kind of like. So we do both live roll call and we do a replay roll call. So I'm going to give you, let's see if I can do this. This is exciting. Isn't this exciting? This is good. This is what they call good TV. I
just want to make sure I'm not going to be violating any CanCon laws or liable to the government of Canada.
Well, that only comes into play if there's money involved. And there is no money involved in this. I just want you to know that. Okay. If that wasn't clear when I asked you to co-host, I don't know. Let's just see here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, sure, we'll use that one. I'm going to send this to you. All right. I'm sending you a list that Shannon has written out of the replay roll call. Don't read it yet, but I will give you your cue, and then you can read it, okay? What happens in roll call is you say something nice in the comments, and then I say your name, you lose your freaking mind. Roll call is brought to you by Michael Ford and the Ford Group. Michael Ford and the Ford Group are accountants, and they count things. And you can find them at thefordgroup.ca. Thefordgroup.ca. We've made a terrible mistake sponsoring roll call. That's their new slogan they're just trying out. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. We're all over the Twitters, YouTube, and Facebook currently. So we've got Bob here. We got Traveling T, Susan, Warwick's here. Karen's here from BC. Robert Flood. This is good TV. Now I know exactly. See, Robert, you're learning something just by showing up. Alan and Ingrid are here from Belleville, or Bell Vegas, as you call it, if you happen to be from this area. Traveling T's from Alberta, fantastic. Susan, Doris, Michelle, Greg's tuning in. Sandy, Janine's tuning in from Saskatchewan. What do we else got? Christine from Sudbury. And Judith saying, "Where's Shannon?" Well, she can tell you her side of the story. No, I'm just kidding. She got called out to work today. So, Mark's complaining that we're not coming through on MySpace. Christopher's tuning in from Washington, D.C. See, he's probably looking. This is how you've ruined your reputation, Eric, is that someone like Christopher tuning in from Washington, D.C. is now going, "Oh, God, why is he on this show?" That's what.
I ruined my reputation in Washington, D.C. living there 20 years ago, so we're good.
Okay, good. Awesome. Dale's tuning in, and Sherry from Halifax. My mom's here, by the way. Good morning, Mom. She says, "Happy F&G Friday to everyone." Nancy says, "Off the rails already." Listen, Nancy, this show can go way more off the rails than this. Heather's tuning in here. Deborah's here as well. Hillary's tuning in from San Diego. Mira's tuning in as well. Will. And Chris from Portaluzzi. That's like Port Dalhousie, I think is what it is. Portaluzzi. Bob's tuning in from the Arden Park Hotel. Victoria's tuning in from Scotland. There you go. So that's roll call. Thank you very much to Michael Ford and the Ford Group for sponsoring roll call. And if I didn't say your name, your weekend's shot, basically. Remember, thefordgroup.ca. Thefordgroup.ca. We're accountants, but we didn't count on this being so terrible. That's their slogan. It's not a very good slogan. It's not. It's okay. Did you get that DM, by the way, Eric, that I sent you with the list? Check your Twitter.
The list of names? Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Fantastic. So, Eric, what happens is these are people who have watched the show on Facebook after the fact. They've got other obligations. They don't have time to sit around and just watch live streams at 9:30 on a Friday morning. They got stuff to do. So what happens is they watch it later at a more convenient time for them, whenever that happens to be, but they can comment in real time. And then Shannon dutifully every Friday morning goes through last week's show and finds the people who want to be included in replay roll call. So it's your job to read replay roll call, and I'll help you out. If you get stuck at all, I'll help because I have the list here as well. It's Shannon's handwriting, and it's a bit prescription-y. So, but feel free to just read those names out.
All righty. So Solange, Sandy, do I just say something nice about them? Like I
mean, you can make this your own. You don't have to say anything. You can just say their names in sort of rapid fire succession, or you can actually say, "Oh, Solange, she's from Club Coffee. She's amazing." Or you can say, Sandy, she's all right. That type of thing.
Okay. Greg, the warrants have not cleared down here in the United States.
He's down in the U.S. as well, I believe. Greg is. There you go.
But he's still at large, so that's good. Good for you, Greg. Neil and Valerie, thank you for your support that made this possible. Is that Diana or?
I think that says Diana. That says Diana.
Diana, I'll talk to you later. All right. Is it Gilbert or Gilbert?
You don't listen. Just because we're in Canada, not everything is Inspector Clouseau. Okay, you can sort of dial it back on the French pronunciation. I know you're panicked and you want to impress. Just pull it back.
I grew up I grew up on the border of Quebec on the Vermont side, so
Well,
there's
then maybe this is just you making it your own. I will listen. I apologize. I back out. I back out. Go for it, Gilbert. That
I just
sounds good.
I want to stay clear of the politics and just include everybody.
Yeah,
So
that's good. I appreciate it.
Margot, we've talked about this. All right. Stephen, good to see you. Nella, all right. Barbara, I'm assuming Barbara's from PEI. We hadn't heard any PEI in the original roll call, so
She'll be reassigned to PEI.
Steve from Iqaluit, good to see you, Steve. Fiorella. I'm also trying to show off that I'm one of 5 Americans that actually knows the provinces of Canada.
It's impressive, man. It's impressive. I like it, and I appreciate it.
Again, like I was saying before, we owe you a lot for all your patience with us. So just trying to pay it forward here. Wendy, hello. Lori Dad.
So Lori H's father passed away in July. So that's some sad news. But so we send all of our condolences to you, Lori.
Sue, Stephanie, and John.
Fantastic. Good job, Eric. That was a really good job.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for everyone commenting in roll call. We'll take that off the screen now, which is exciting. And now we're going to do weather cam because we haven't done weather cam yet. Now, this is pretty exciting for you, I'd imagine. So let me just see here. I'm going to go you, me. Can I do this as well? I wonder if I can do that. Hang on. See, Shannon usually runs. She's usually the floor director. And it's rather, oh, God, this is great. Check this out. You ready? Look at that. So this is weather cam. This is the view of our front yard, Eric, in case you're wondering what that view is. And that's our old black flex there. And Shannon has taken the new white flex because we're an all flex family. We feel it's a bit of a flex. I don't know. I'm not saying like it's not like we've made a stance on that at all. It just happens to be that we have 2 flexes. Weather today, you're looking at 16 degrees currently, a high of 21 degrees Celsius. You'll have to convert that, Eric. I'm sorry, I don't know what that it would be. We're looking at a sunset of 7:42 today. Humidity is around 83%. Chance of rain 10%. So it's going to be a rather lovely day today. And you can probably sneak in some patio if you want to as well. I don't know what the weather's like where everyone else is, but that's what it's like here. So that weather cam went just about as good as you can get, I think. There we go. Fantastic. Boom. See, there's this whole thing. You signed up for this. You're like, oh, great. I can talk about important things. No.
No, I talk about important things enough.
Well, don't worry. There's no danger of you talking about anything important here, except for the members of the TMST crew who we love. So I'll tell you what happens now, Eric. What happens is we do Fridge Friday. You'll notice we maybe can't see because I'm split screen. Hang on. You'll notice here on the fridge, there's a whole bunch of pictures, and those are pictures people have sent in. And we used to have them all down behind me as well, but it was too much. I mean, I don't know these people that well. I don't need to walk out into my big country kitchen and see those people like that. Also, there's just not enough room. So what happens is every Thursday, like clockwork, I post on my Facebook page a call out for Fridge Friday pictures. And I ask people to submit a picture that is based on a theme that I have picked at random. And then people send those pictures in. And what happens is we pick one winner at about 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm pretty bleary-eyed at 7 a.m. in the morning on a Friday. But I wake up, I pick a winner. That winner goes on the fridge. Oh, crap. Hang on. Entertain them, Eric.
Do you want me to go beyond scatting on this? Do you want lyrics?
No, scatting's pretty good. Here we go. I haven't had a chance to cut this one yet. It's all very last minute this morning. There you go. So what they do is I pick a winner and Fridge Friday, and that winner gets a week of adoration and adulation on the fridge. This week's winner, of course, will stand out like a sore thumb because I haven't cut them out to size yet. I was a little out of breath. I ran quite a bit there. Okay, I'm good now. And the theme, not only did they get a week of adoration and adulation on the fridge, but they also won an amazing coffee prize pack from Club Coffee. Now, Eric, have you heard of Club Coffee before?
I have not.
Okay, well, here's your chance to learn. Okay, Club
Hmm.
Coffee do a lot of roasting, and they do a lot of packaging for a lot of big names, like your, I got you. Got it's secret, but like Nabob and Jumping Bean, and in the states they're sold under the name Beaniac. Terrible name, I think. And then in Canada, they're sold under the name Craft Roasters. Anyway, they have sponsored Fridge Friday for a number of years now, and we're very appreciative of that. And they've sent an amazing coffee prize pack to the winner. The theme this week, okay, I have to do grid, and I have to do this. Oh, God. Did I get the right one? No, that's not the right one. That's the right one there. Like that. Oh, yeah. The winner, oh, sorry, the theme rather this year. Yeah, this year. God, I'm so tired. The theme this week is hobbies and or pastime selfies. Hobbies and or pastime selfies. And the winner of Fridge Friday this week is Annie Plourde. Annie Plourde. See, this is where your French pronunciation would come in handy because I believe Annie is francophone. So Annie, Plourde. Annie Plourde. Yeah, do you think? Does that sound right? Annie Plourde.
Mm-hmm. Plus ou
Yeah.
moins, oui.
I need more energy, Eric. Okay. Okay, let's look at the other pitch. So congratulations to Annie. Annie, email me, business@brittlestar.com, business@brittlestar.com, and I'll hook you up with Solange from Club Coffee. Not romantically, so please don't ask. And she will meet you at the closest waterway in her yellow kayak that she's never used with her pug Stewie, named after me. And she will deliver you an amazing coffee prize pack. Ask anyone who's won the coffee prize pack from Club Coffee. It's way too much coffee. That's their slogan, I think, now. Club Coffee. It's way too much coffee. Let's look at the other submissions. Are you ready, Eric? Here we go.
Sure.
A little small because we're gridded here, but that's okay. These are all hobbies and pastimes. A lot of people paint, which is nice. That's a before picture, and then we'll see the after in a second. I don't know what's going on here. This is
That's
a
interesting.
woman that is dressed up as a wind-up
A wind-up doll.
doll. There's a lot of questions there, Eric.
There's an inherent promise in there.
There is an inherent
Suggested,
promise.
not maybe a suggestion, not a promise.
And I don't know of what though. It's one of those things like it's like she's making a guarantee, but I don't know. I don't know what that guarantee. I don't even know if I'm interested, but I know that there's inherent promise. This is interesting. Glass. What's it called? Acrylic paint dripping is the name of the hobby. That's pretty cool, right?
I'm learning a lot about hobbies.
I know. This is what it's all about. Again, a lot of inherent promise in this picture.
A lot more questions, but
a lot more questions. And even the person who submitted it said, "I'm not sure exactly if it's worth explaining what we're doing." I think they were right. More painting. I just love
more
all
painting.
the painting. You know what? I don't even remember this. I don't even remember this happening.
Must have been a wild night, you know.
The only thing that stands out in my mind is I remember this is a guy named Blair, and Blair submitted this, and I remember the only thing I remember from that night is I said to him, "What did they call a photocopy back when we were in school?" And he said, "Ditto." That's it. Did you call them ditto? Did you call them dittos at all in America? That's what we used to call like Xerox copies up here. Dittos. No?
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking back to third grade with the ton that they had with the purple contrast on it.
And you'd get your paper and you'd be like, you can turn, you'd hand down the test, and then you'd be like, it's like, no, don't turn them over yet. And you're like, I don't care about the test. I just want to get sniffing stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So we had that.
So anyway, as I said, what did they call photocopy when we were young? And he said, ditto. That's a joke from Ghost, the movie. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. Hummingbird watching. That's pretty good. This was a nice picture here of this young couple because they have a young child. And do you have children, Eric?
I think so. I mean, you know, That's the rumor. Yes,
No,
I'm a parent.
that's well. Here's
I'm,
here's
I'm,
why.
I'm not trying to open the door if there's any other answers to the question for other people, but yes.
This started off as a sweet story, Eric, and you've taken it down a dark path, but that's okay. We'll pull it back. We'll shine a light. This is a lovely young couple with a very young daughter currently. Like I'd say, probably like a very like a less younger than toddler, perhaps is the what I got. That was the implication
Hmm.
from their comments, and I kind of chuckled to myself, being the parent of a 19-year-old and a 22-year-old. They said, we can't wait till our little one grows up so we can begin taking them places. And see, that's what you think. As a parent, that's what you think. You think to yourself, oh, I can't wait to be an ambassador to the world to my children. And then you take your kids somewhere and they don't even, you take them to the monster truck jam and all they're concerned about is getting popcorn.
I know.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring us down. Let's move on. There's Greg there playing guitar with his dad, which is pretty fun. I like that. This is pretty good. 14-year-old built that in less than 2 hours, which is impressive. There's the after picture of that earlier stairwell, by the way, just so you know. And there's Susan. Susan, by the way, if you didn't know, Susan has a convertible. And Susan is very proud of this convertible. And Susan, what we say to Susan is, go to hell.
Well, that's very, but that's very optimistic in Canada, don't you think? Weather-wise, to own a.
If I know one thing about Susan, that she's an optimist. That's the one
Yep.
thing I know about her.
Because that, buying a car for the 9 days where that's going to work out is.
But she gets her money's worth out of it. That's the thing. Susan tells the world she's got a convertible, and she gets her money's worth out of it. There's Sandy watching the Property Brothers. That's her hobby. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not here to judge. They're nice guys. I like them. So thank you very much to everyone who submitted Fridge Friday pictures. We greatly appreciate it. And congratulations again to Annie. Annie Plourde, make sure you, or if you want to, do you want to say Annie Plourde with your French accent, Eric? Could you say that?
Annie Plourde.
Oh, God, that was good. If you can email me at business@brittlestar.com, business@brittlestar.com, I'll hook you up with Solange, not romantically, just so you know. Okay, so I wanted to ask you a question, Eric, and a very serious question, because I mean, in the past, I've come to sort of known your tweets and your presence in general over the past 5-ish years, because of, I don't know, things that were happening in the U.S. maybe. And you're well respected until now.
That you're really nice. Thank you. That was optimism.
That was optimism. And here's my question to you. I just noticed this morning I saw an ad for Diana the musical, like Princess Diana, and it's a musical. And I thought it was a
Not
joke
Diana
at
Ross.
first. Not Diana Ross. No, who you would think, well, maybe that makes more sense. But no, Diana, Princess Diana, Diana Spencer, Lady
Okay.
Diana, the musical. And I watched the trailer, and there's going to be people who love it. There's going to be people who absolutely love it. But it's not for me. It's just not for me. I mean, I like musicals, but I thought, no, this is too much. However, here's my question for you, Eric, and everyone else
Okay.
watching, if you want to chime in the comments with this. If they made a musical about you, what would be the big song? Because like Frozen, right? That's a musical kind of thing, right? That's like Let It Go, or even what's the big tune from Hamilton? I can't remember. Fiddler on the Roof is If I Were a Rich Man, da, 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 like that type of thing. Or like I guess Wizard of Oz doesn't really count as a musical, does it? Or is there two different versions? What's the If I Only Had a Brain?
It's a musical. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that, I mean, like that kind of thing. So I think that would be, I think
Somewhere Over the Rainbow was a pretty good. That was a pretty big hit too.
that was. I think I've heard that before. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Greg said I thought musicals were supposed to be happy, and Jesse says add light on the right. Are you talking to me, Jesse? Or are you talking to Eric? Oh God, Eric! I should have told you that Jesse might tune in. She's room rater Oh, you can't hear me. Room Raider on Twitter. Can you hear
Oh, is
that?
that right?
Yeah. And just so you know. So you
Some
better,
more.
unless she's talking about
Oh,
my
I'm
right.
gonna. I
She might
think
be
I've got I didn't set the lights up, completely
Don't panic
balanced
yet. We'll
here.
wait and see. We'll wait and see when
If
you finish
we're
talking.
doing Room Raider here, I think my bass collection it should be
I
at the
think that
top
should
of
be
Room Raiders list.
I think that should be enough. I think that should be enough. I think you're right. Even the fact that you said yes to this, and she said add a bright pillow.
Add a bright pillow. So this is full on
Yeah,
decor.
she's
Okay.
she's
Add a
critiquing
bright
you
pillow. All
hard.
right, down.
You're making it.
Throw pillows. Okay. Hey, now where am I going to get free interior design?
Well, exactly.
Advice.
This is. I told you there'd be something in it for you, and this is it. Um, okay, so for mine, it would be maybe think twice. Maybe think twice. That'd be my big number if they did a musical about me. It'd be maybe think twice. And then Nancy, who's a big K-pop fan, she said something in Korean. Okay. Greg said that the song for his musical would be "Born to Lose." Rob says another one bites the dust. So he'd incorporate. I think that's okay. You're allowed to incorporate existing songs into a musical. Do you have anything at all?
Mhm. For me, it would be log off Twitter and go for a jog instead.
That's nice. That's a big. Is it a big number at the end, or is it more like a postscript sort of epilogue
It
type thing?
should be like the Greek chorus. It's the Hamilton head, not going to throw away my shot.
Right.
Right, with that's the one, that's the motif that goes throughout, and it's ironic because at the end he does throw away his shot, which meets his end, right?
Right.
We would just be the other players, and the leitmotifs in the music would be log off, turn it off, go outside, eat a salad, jog, have a conversation,
I like
not
it.
online,
That's good.
and then it would be them yelling at me.
Like it'd be like a call and answer type of thing. But just one
Yeah.
more tweet. No, go outside. But just one more tweet. You're gonna die. That type of thing.
They just had an attempted coup d'etat. Maybe I should actually stay on and look at this.
But I'm running. He's running. He's running. That type of thing, like a political joke type of thing, or
there's some rich humor the last 4 or 5 years down here.
Mark in the comments said, "Eric, it's not too late to bail." Okay, sorry. Let's go back here to Kelsey said, "Mine would be hit me with your best shot." There you go. She's 21 years, cancer survivor. Nothing can stop. Good for you, Kelsey. It's amazing. Ba, 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 ba.
So Brittle Star though isn't your big song, and I think this is how I really got onto your work was we got to make it through the lockdown.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, maybe there could just be a musical made of all the depressing pop / rock / glam rock songs I did throughout the pandemic, and it could just be called "Oh God" or something like that, or "Not Again," or "Can't We Put This in the Past" or something like that. And it'd be a huge flop, but then we'd make a movie about how it was the making of it and how it was a huge flop, and the movie would be successful. That would be the key.
But you've kept people's spirits up during the lockdown, and for
Well,
real, and
I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that very much. So it's been. I mean, it's very nice to hear that, and that's mainly the reason I had you on. Is I thought eventually he's going to get around to making me feel better about myself. So, and here we are.
that's just spreading sunshine. Just spreading sunshine.
Will's would be mine. Will said his song would be "I'm Still Standing" by Elton John. That's pretty good. Brenda says "Paradise by the Dashboard Light." Well, that's a bit revealing. Oh God, you know what Susan said? You remember Susan with the convertible?
Yeah, absolutely.
She said her song would be "Baby, You Can Drive My Car." If you want to tell her to go to hell, you're allowed to.
Not at all.
You're not
Wouldn't
gonna do
dare.
it?
Nope.
Wouldn't dare.
She's an eternal optimist. I'm keeping that
Okay,
light
well,
going.
good for you. I appreciate that can-do attitude that you're bringing to the show. It's misguided, but that's okay.
Story. Now that's the song of my musical life.
Misguided.
It's
optimism?
misguided, but that's okay.
Okay, and Bell Bottom says Grant from the movie Baby Driver. Okay, that's good. I like that. And White Rabbit says Debbie. That's pretty good. think these are pretty good things. Let's move on quickly because I don't want to keep you forever. So let's go on to Feel Good Friday. What happens in Feel Good Friday? If you've got now, Eric, if you've got do you have the Twitter feed open there, or do you have the Facebook feed, or what do you have open, or anything?
But I think today, and why?
I couldn't quite hear you there. You get chopped up a little bit there.
I said it's a day ending in Y, so my Twitter is live.
Excellent. So you might see some comments coming there if you do. What happens in Feel Good Friday is people share something nice they did for someone last week, or something nice someone did for them last week, and then I share it on the show, and then everyone goes, "Oh, okay, 7 more days," and that's how we bargain with our reality. Kelsey's Feel Good Friday is Sunday is our 6th anniversary. We are staying the night, having steak dinner at the Madonna Inn, where we got engaged. Madonna, that's a bold name for an inn. Not to mention we are for lots of reasons. Not to mention we are sharing a piece of their world famous cake. Going to be fun. Have a great weekend from the beautiful 75-degree Central Coast of California. There you go. Well, thank you very much, Kelsey, and happy anniversary. That's very nice of you. Mark says my Feel Good Friday was the time I wanted Eric to run. There you go. That's nice. There you go.
All right.
And then Greg says, sorry, but this is long. Feel Good Friday. Yesterday was my late wife Suzanne's birthday. She was into homesteading, herbal medicine, and wild foods. I had showed her a video that a geology professor that I watch had made with an elder from the Wenatchee tribe, and that had made with him, showing him some of their ancient and up to 1950s Congatino areas, and a special place where they went for spirit quest type things. I wanted to bring her up here and show her, but I lost her in January. So this elder was nice enough to take me up to that special place, and we said some words because Greg's doing some traveling right now. That's really nice. Had an ancient rite and spread some of her ashes there. So she will always be a part of that place that she wanted to see so bad, which is so lovely. He said, I'm starting to like this retirement thing. You guys can read the rest of this. He's further exploring to Washington State, doing some amateur geologing, and maybe even drive up to Canada, he said. He said he hasn't tried the edibles yet, but he'll do that Saturday. Fantastic. I'm starting to like this retirement thing. Love my TMST crew family. Now, if I could just find a Tim Hortons. Fantastic. Reading through the comments here. Sophia's Feel Good Friday update. I got a job. However, it will take 2 weeks before I can start. Well, you can think of it as a holiday, Sophia. That's good. Steve said, took the husband to Niagara Falls for the post-long weekend. It was fun. Good for you, Steve. I hope you guys had fun. Christopher says, we took our puppy to visit mom and dad at the nursing home. He's a miracle worker and cheered them all up. Dogs are really good. Do you have any pets, Eric?
Nope.
No pets at all. Never had any
No
pets?
pets at all. Nope.
Really?
Farm family. So, yep. Animals
you're a
were
farm
more
family.
utilitarian.
Right. Well, that's brought a damper to that.
I like them.
Mm-hmm. They're delicious, I understand. So, Christopher, don't take your puppy over to Eric's place because it's not going to go well.
We don't make bacon out of everything over here.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. All right. Good. James Feel Good Friday headed into school to teach the inmates of the future. Just kidding. I love these kids. Today is quiz and movie day. Also, I have 3 gift baskets for 3 coworkers who have been my support system as I try and survive teaching part-time and doing my master's, which is great. Tracy, we had our 35th anniversary this week. Small barbecue with our daughters, grandson, sons, and mother-in-law. Susan's Feel Good Friday went out to lunch with my childhood friend. 60 years of friendship so far, and the server came up and said, I kept thinking where I recognized you from. Then I remembered when I first moved to town, I was at the bakery, and it was pouring, and you offered to drive me home. She thanked me again. Nice people remember things you do. That's very nice. Isn't that really good? Grant's Feel Good Friday picked up some great boards of 2-inch thick salvaged cherry wood in St. Jacobs yesterday. Looking forward to making something beautiful. Love it. Fantastic. Lisa's Feel Good Friday. My dear friend Gail Selkirk helped me purge a terrible weed in my garden. Bindweed. We filled 7 yard waste bags together. So happy for her help. Fantastic. And I'm going to read some of the ones that people posted on the Fridge Friday call out as well. And feel free to chime in if you have your own, Eric. If you have your own Feel Good Friday story you'd like to share, I'd love to hear it. Just chime in anytime you want. So Sophia's Feel Good Friday is a follow-up. We just heard that she got a new job and starts in 2 weeks. She said, I haven't been watching much lately because my mental health has been bad, because of another toxic workplace, so I quit on Wednesday, looked for a new job yesterday, and 5 minutes after dropping off a resume at one of the major supermarkets, I get a phone call. Sophia's down in Australia. I have a job interview today, so tonight I will be able to say how it went. My mental health is already getting better. And we know the end of the story. We know the rest of the story. She got the job. Carrie's Feel Good Friday. Tomorrow, the under 21 girls softball team, my brother and I coach, get to play a mini year-end tournament. This particular group have shown amazing team support for each other this season. Fantastic. Carrie's also Feel Good Friday see, this is the kind of service we do. Listen to this, Eric. Last Friday, we showed a picture of a missing cat. And you think, there's people from all over the world watching this show. How can they find a missing cat? But they did. The missing cat from last week was found, thanks to many social media shares. Sue's Feel Good Friday. We started school last week. I came into school Tuesday and had a plant on my desk from a mystery giver, and a student made me a personalized cup. That's lovely. Sandy's Feel Good Friday. The kiddo got a learner's permit and is begging to drive everywhere. There was no school yesterday due to a shortage of bus drivers because of COVID. So the kiddo drove with his dad to Pontiac, where I work, and took me to lunch. Hopefully, tomorrow will be a normal school day, though I suspect remote learning will begin before Christmas. I think it's going to be up and down bumpy with online learning. Is that what's going on where you are, Eric? Did a lot of online learning happen?
There was the schools. I'm in Missouri right now, which has not been there haven't been the sharpest knives in the drawer on policy around here, but it was closed last year, or remote learning last year, and the numbers are coming up here for child infections. So I think it's going to be digital again before too long.
Right.
We'll have to see.
Fun. Just as long as everyone's safe. That's the main thing. Christina's Feel Good Friday. Our little Gwenny turned 4 on Monday. To celebrate, we took the kids to Ipperwash Beach on Sunday for one last summer hurrah. When we arrived there was barely anyone else around, so we had our pick of ideal spots to set up, and the water it was practically kept to ourselves. And as per tradition, we drove out of our way to hit Willie's Burger Bar in Clinton for supper. Spending time as a family means more to us than anything, especially if we can do it at the beach. And then Christina says, I finally got a new car. My current car has been on the fritz for a long time, and since my husband and I are both self-employed, it's been super difficult to get a loan. It is difficult to get a loan if you're self-employed, because you have to go to the bank and you're like, I make this much money. And they're like, oh, how often do you get paid? And you're like, I don't know, whenever people pay me. That's basically when I get paid. And got the deal of a lifetime. I'm super happy to be able to drive around a safe, reliable car and not worry about breaking down on the 401 with a baby in the back seat. A ton of stress has been lifted off my shoulders, which is great. I'm just going to go see the comments here as well.
I'd like to make I'm an American who understands Canada. Yeah, breaking down the 401 would be very stressful. So
it would be, because do you know that it's the busiest highway in North America? Did you know that?
Yes, because I had time to learn the metric system on it because we were going 2 centimeters per hour on it. So
wow, Eric came ready with some Canadian jokes. That's pretty good.
Right, eh?
Yeah. Bob's Feel Good Friday. House was packed up and sold. Bit of a story waiting for the new place. And also I wanted to mention that Kelsey defended the Madonna Inn. She said, Brittle Star, Madonna Inn is world famous in San Luis Obispo, California. Does that make sense to you, Eric? It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, it makes sense to me. I've never been there.
I mean, where San Luis Obispo makes sense, but I think it should be a great place since Jesus was born at an inn. Or no,
yes.
Wait a minute. He was in a manger because there was no room at the inn. So
it was in adjacent though. It was in adjacent.
It was in adjacent. So you're saying this is the inn that the Virgin Mary would have picked if they could have gotten room in an inn, which I think from a marketing and branding perspective, I mean, you're picking your home run there.
I agree. I totally agree. And
I hope it's good. This is good enough for baby Jesus if they had better means, which might have changed the story. I mean, you're just wading into some serious territory. Unless we're talking about Madonna, the singer, and then I don't know.
Well, that's what I thought. My mind immediately went to the cone bra. I went to like the big cones, like 1992 Madonna. I didn't mean to squeeze at the end.
That's why you have two. That's why you have two hosts here. It's for you cover all the bases.
That's why I wanted that balance, and man, you have brought it. So thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Greg's asking who you are on Twitter. I'm going to put your link into the Facebook chat so they can find you on Twitter, if that's okay. Unless you'd like them to find you somewhere else. So let me put this here. This is where you'd find Eric. So Eric,
At Eric Garland.
Eric here. There you go.
Check me out on Twitter for much less lighthearted commentary.
Well, it's been one of the follows because I get like people will follow me on Twitter, and certainly over the past year, I've been like, "Oh, this is really cool." I'm very grateful that you've chosen to follow me. I never could quite understand exactly why, but I felt like suddenly important. Here's one of the things that happens to me, and I'll ask you quickly before we finish the show: is do you have like I get people now because of the whole political situation and all that kind of stuff happening? I'll get people who will CC me on messages, and it'll be like to Justin Trudeau, Joe Biden. What's the Sakis woman? What's Jen Sakis? Is that his name? Is that her name?
Oh, Jen,
The press secretary.
with the
Yeah.
press secretary of the White House.
And,
You're getting thrown in on that one.
Me, I'm like I'm one of four, and it's like some major issue, and I'm like, nah, I can't listen, man. I can make a funny video about it, but that's it. Do you get that kind of stuff? Do you get like people like coming to you like solve this? Do you get that?
I mean, I get a lot of I get mentioned, and so I will see the mentions go by, and
right.
I have like between 1 and 6 million impressions per day on Twitter, so I don't get everything that goes by the feed,
Sure.
but I will see. I get pulled in on that stuff. But I'm commenting. I live in the United States, and I'm commenting on our China or Iran policy. I'm not much I can do about it directly, but I don't think you've ever made that kind of promise in your videos.
No, I haven't once come up with a song, a White Snake cover that says something like I'll take on China for you or something like that. I can't. I haven't done that.
Yeah. So but maybe, hey, look, Pete, you have a very kind and responsible voice, and you seem serious but approachable.
Yeah.
And we could just after the last 4 years of who we had on TV because they were in political spots down here, we'll take that wherever we can get. So take that as a compliment. It was like,
I do.
Maybe you're not legally allowed to vote, but could you weigh in here? We just need some calm, intelligent voices here. So we're gonna get the White House press secretary, the Secretary of Defense, British and Canada. Let's just get everybody, working on something.
And then I'll never be able to go to Florida again, ever. That'll be it. People will be like, "You're that guy. You're that guy." Let's see. I can't risk that kind of thing. I gotta get to the Epcot food and wine thing occasionally. You know what I mean? Maybe not now, but
yeah, avoiding Florida right now is probably
wait.
best. But
I'm gonna wait till things cool down a bit. But once it cools down, you might find me down there again. You never know. And then you probably can't see these comments necessarily, but I have a screen that shows me all the comments, and people are quite excited about the fact that you're here, and they think you're doing an excellent job, and you've been a breath of fresh air. And some people have said better than Shannon. Actually, no one said that, but I just wanted to have.
Whoa. I didn't come to wade into that.
Yeah. I mean, you're good looking, but I don't know if you're good looking enough for me, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to you. All right. Well, thank you so much to everyone for joining. Thanks so much to Michael Ford and the Ford Group for sponsoring Roll Call. Thank you to Club Coffee for sponsoring the Fridge Friday competition. Again, congratulations to Annie Plourde, or as Eric says,
Annie Plourde.
That was good. Très bien. Très bien. I once spoke, I was asked by Gordon Ramsay if I spoke French one time in French, and I said, un petit peu, and he went, so not really, eh? And I was like, damn it.
I did see that video.
Damn it. But and
the sauce espagnole threw me off.
Oh, I couldn't
know
do
what the
any
brown
of the sauces. That's a whole thing. When he was asking me like, what are the mother sauces, and I'm like, mother sauces? I don't know what you're talking about. Butter? I don't know. I just eat stuff.
I was like, Béarnaise. Okay, what's the bechamel? I got that far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Espanol. Then I cried. And what were you doing Canadian trivia with him? Was that it?
Yes. So I was asking him questions about Canada, and then he was asking me cooking questions. But here's an inside secret. It was all very thrown together last minute, and the cooking questions were written by my very good friend growing up, who is now a chef. And I asked him to write a bunch of questions, and then he sent them to Shannon, and Shannon sent them to Ramsay's people to get confirmed if it was okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was basically just my friend making fun of me through the mouth
For
of
not
Gordon
understanding
Ramsay.
his life
Yeah.
and going through Gordon
Going through
Ramsay
Gordon Ramsay,
to quiz
who was,
you to
yeah.
quiz you live on your. That's right, but
I mean, he
durable
didn't.
friendship, no doubt.
Exactly. But thank you very much, Eric, for your time and for stepping into the lurch here and helping out carry the show. I'm a fan, as you know, of you on Twitter, and if you guys are on Twitter, go follow Eric and learn things. Again, he's an intelligence analyst. And what's your analysis of this time you spent here as far as intelligence goes?
It's good to connect with your people and what? No, it's you.
That was good. No, it was
You
good.
you have a nice community of people being good to each other. Like I said, when there's so much media out there that is trying to stoke the flames of resentment and whatnot. It's more important than you think. That just you tune in on social media and there's so much thrown at us to make it sound like we are totally unreasonable and can't get along. And meanwhile, people are weeding, gardening, taking their.
I know. Isn't that nice?
So this is more important than people might think. So.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and it's a bit kind of like saying, "Are they good looking?" Well, they got a great personality. That's kind of what you said. But listen, we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it and run with it. Well, thank you so much, Eric. Thanks so much to everybody else who joined in and commented and stuff. And thanks for putting up with me when Shannon's not here, because she apparently does a lot more than I expect and know. We'll see you next Friday. Don't drink and drive. Be nice to each other. Be kind to each other. Wear a mask when you need to. Socially distance where you need to. Get your shots if you haven't got them yet, so we can just get through this whole hellscape thing. And we'll see you next Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Thank you so much, Eric. You can just stay on the line for a second, but I'm going to do the outro. And we get to talk. What happens here, Eric. What happens here, Eric, is that at the end, the outro plays, then it goes black screen, but then people can still hear us. So then we crack wise at the end. So feel free to crack wise with me. You ready? All right. Thanks so much, everyone. See you next Friday.
And now we're done. We've had some fun with friends old and new. Carry this smile throughout your day and share it with someone too. Remember, the trick is don't be a dick in anything you do. Click like and share, 'cause we need those clicks. It's really the least you could do.
So on a scale of the mistakes you've made in your life, Eric, this is probably a pretty big one, right?
You have no idea what my life's been like and my role in it. So no, this is not even close.
This is like the third. We're down. We're like, and if we're as long as we're lower than 2, I think we've done really well. Thanks so much. See you later.